So there are several ways to make egusi. This is just one method I wanted to use. Okay, so there, if you go online, you see 15 styles, more than 15. There's several styles. So but this is style I want to go with. So I just debone my smoked fish, this catfish and panla. They call it panla. So you put your seasoning, you add your salt, and I blended pepper, onion, garlic, and ginger. I blended that and added it to it. It just helps it get some flavor in there, some pepper. We do a lot of pepper, yeah. We like spicy food, so it's always pepper, pepper, everything. Okay, so this is two types of egusi. I've had one for over 2 years. I've had one for 1 year. I don't know this to me enough onion. I'm gonna blend that and add it to the egusi. I'll mix them together. They said it helps it form lumps. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen people do it. So I added the blended onion to it, and I'm just gonna mix it. I used to like egusi before, but I don't know why I stopped liking it. But since it was requested, that's why I'm making it for the people in the house. Okay, if it's left to me, I'm not doing no egusi. Right now, I'm loving okra. Okra is my go-to soup right now. So, and I don't used to like okra before. It's so weird how your taste changes. So I mix everything together. I keep mixing until I get a consistency that I want. It won't be watery. There are ones that they ground and it's very watery, but this one is gonna be thicker a bit because we want to make them as lumps. I didn't realize how much this thing was gonna be. I don't know. I was just highballing, but it was a lot in the end. So I just started scooping. When I had the consistency I have, I'll just start scooping them little by little. So I blended more pepper here. This pepper, onion, tomato, no tomatoes, sorry, garlic, ginger. I do garlic and ginger with everything I blend, okay? So I put a palm oil in a pot. We always mix ours with groundnut oil. A doctor friend had told us instead of using too much palm oil, just mix it up with groundnut oil. So I added my onion and put in that stuff is the locust beans, and I added the pepper. Then mix them together. We like locust bean. I don't know if you, I don't know what else. It's called locust beans. Iru. We call this Iru. So you start taking your paste, is it your balls? Start putting them little by little. I know some people use a lot of oil, but because we don't really like it in oil that much. So this is not enough because I know I watch they use a lot of palm oil and oil, but if you want it to really fry, you need more, but I'm just going to go with what we like and add a little bit of water. I'll just let it steam. I'll cover it up and let it steam for a bit so the lumps can form. This is just trying stuff. I've tried the lump one before. It was little egusi, okay? So this is my meat broth. So I boiled some meat. That's the broth. I'm adding it to the fish to keep cooking, until it's tender enough. I just add more mix meat stock, right? Meat stock, okay. So that's the egusi boiling. Just let it keep doing its thing. Then you try to just check it a bit so that it doesn't burn. It doesn't get burnt. Because if egusi gets burnt, you won't like it. It's not like when you burn your jollof rice. This one, don't try burning egusi. You won't like it. So this is tripe. It's the innards of your cow or something. Then I added the fish. I think I have tongue. There's a cow tongue in there too. So I added that in there and just mix them together. See, some you cook, some you fry. There's just so many ways. That's my dried bitter leaf. I added bitter leaf here. We like bitter leaf in here. That's dried ugu leaves, dried one. I've had these leaves for, I mean, it's been going to like 3-4 years now. Because I told you I don't eat egusi. If I eat egusi, I use them, and I've not been eating egusi, so they've just been indoors. So just try to mix them as much as you can. Some of them are going to break up anyways, except you don't mix at all. If you mix them, it's going to break. The lumps are going to break, but it doesn't matter. At this point in time, I stopped caring. So we just mix it, add some more water if you don't like the consistency, and then you I think I added more vegetable. Yeah, I did spinach or kale. This spinach or kale. I added crayfish. I can't remember. This is it's been a while. I added put a lot of crayfish. Crayfish makes it pop. Anything. Most people put crayfish in jollof rice in almost anything, right? But I prefer crayfish in soups like this. You see this cow skin, I don't know where they got this from. This is the worst cow skin ever. Before you even boil it, it looks so hard, but it just gets so soft. So I had to wait to the end to add it because I don't want it to be too soft, but because it was already very soft. I add it at the end and just mixed it together. And here is our egusi. You see, the lump is not so lumpy, just little lump. Yeah, that thing is just stress. Honestly, I'll just cook it straight. Next time it was just extra work. So on to the next thing. This is garlic, ginger, onion. We're gonna blend this together. Add some of our peppers in. You see, all these peppers are from my backyard. This was from the garden, okay? I did different types of chili, different types of habanero peppers, and this tomato was from the store. This is not from my backyard. Because the tomatoes were like, they stressed me a lot this grinding season. So my pepper is grinded. I'm going to add it to oil. Add it to some oil so it's gonna dry. I'm gonna blend more. I just kept blending. This time I want to boil this pepper, so I keep adding, blend more, add more, blend, add, blend, add. Because I'm gonna make stew with this. I want to make some stew. So let it boil. Then I put my wings. I want to use this for what's it called, jollof rice. So I like to use wings. So I'm gonna get the chicken stock from this. I added salt, put in my seasoning, put in your onion. I don't know if I just wanted the stock anyway, so I didn't do pepper with this. So this is the pepper. You allow it to dry. You have to put your eyes on it. So I don't want it to get burnt. So I just keep watching until it dries up enough. Keep stirring. Stir, let it cook. So in another pot, we're gonna add some palm oil. Yep. Add groundnut oil. Like I tell you, I always mix groundnut oil and palm oil because we don't want to do too much oil and I added it to the pepper. You see the pepper. I thought this is for stew, so I didn't want to change the pot, so I just fried the oil elsewhere. So I put in my salt, my seasoning. This is our meat stock. That's from goat meat, and yeah, we only do goat meat. We don't do red meat. We don't do cow meat. We only do goat meat. So this the beef stock. You added to it and add some water. You're already taking out the tangy taste from the tomato when you boil it. Some people don't like doing this, like extra work for some people, but I like doing it this way. So, and this is my chicken and my goat meat already boiled, and I didn't fry them. That's air fry. I air fried them in the oven. Now I'm adding them to my stew. Whatever quantity I need, I'm just gonna do that. See, this day I was cooking a lot. This was like 31st, 30th to 31st. I prepped on 30th. I cooked everything on 31st. So then when we come back after the crossover service, we always have crossover at our church. We go to church on the 31st. Then when we do Happy New Year, we pray into the New Year, then we come back home. So I prepped all my ingredients 30th, then started cooking everything on the 31st. So I added some more water. You add some more, for this is stew. This kind of stew, we make it watery. We don't want it too thick. This is even too thick for some people, but this consistency is enough. Is okay for me. So you add your salt and seasoning if it's not enough, if you don't have enough in your meat stock. But you have to watch first, taste. On to the next food. This is rice. Some people in this house, they prefer white rice. So this is boiled. I just boiled the rice. I put plenty water whenever I boil rice and salt. And when it's soft enough, I'm just gonna sieve it so it remains grainy. I don't like letting it cook and dry. I don't do that. I cook with enough water, then sieve. So on to the next thing. This is another pepper sauce. This is gonna be for my jollof rice. This pepper, tomatoes, bell peppers, onion, garlic, ginger, grind dry. So in another pot, you're just gonna add. Some people add the butter at the last, but this was the one I learned from my friend. So you put your butter in the pot, then add your granite oil in there. Um, when it melts enough, you know what? I now fried the chicken. You know, this chicken was already air fried. What I was gonna do was fry the chicken in the oil, then use it to cook the rice. But I made a mistake by air frying. I forgot, so I'm forced to like put the air fried chicken in there just to just let it get some chicken flavor. You have too many things going on. Oh my goodness, this pained me, and I didn't have any other chicken to fry, so I just had to fry it a bit to get the flavor into the oil. Yeah. Then I added my onion. Let's go. Sizzle, 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 sizzle. When you just let it let it. You had your bay leaves, let it fry. I like everything. It makes it bring out the flavor. So you put your bay leaf. You had your thyme, and I always add my curry at this point too. I put in my curry powder. Yeah, this just releases the flavor. Don't let it get burnt. You can see the onion is still looking white. It's just to release this. Just release before. Now I'm gonna add the tomato paste, and I'm gonna keep stirring until it's. You want to get that tangy taste. Tomato paste always has this sweet, tangy. I don't know. There's this taste it has. So if you fry it very well, you take off the taste. That way you have, you keep frying. Don't let it get burnt. You're just gonna keep frying, 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 frying. So people do their jollof rice in different ways. Some people fry they char the tomatoes so that it has the burnt stuff. So this was the dried tomato, the ones I boiled, the fresh tomato that I boiled with pepper and garlic and ginger, everything. Now I'm going to mix it with the canned tomato. You keep frying. You see, I don't have a lot of oil. We don't like cooking with a lot of oil. So that's why I have to stick with a non-stick pan a lot of times. Because if you don't use a non-stick pan, if you're not using a lot of oil, it's going to stick. So you just have to keep stir, stir, stir. Then add your seasoning. That's not cube. Chicken, not chicken. Then add your salt in there. Stir, 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 stir. Let everything, cook together nicely. And just keep stirring so it doesn't get burnt. That's what we do. Look at the consistency. It's dry enough. So I used to take some out. I always take some out just in case, because jollof rice might burn and then you don't have enough sauce. So I always take some out of the sauce. Then that's my chicken stock, from the chicken we boiled earlier. So I add the chicken broth to it, add some more water. I already know, I've cooked with this pot before, so I already know the quantity of water I need. So you taste for salt. And like I told you, we were fasting, so all this food, I could not taste it. I was just eyeballing since I've done this several times. So I just put enough that I think would be enough. And then I cover it, just let it boil. Yeah, then you wash your rice and add your rice to it. You wash your rice several times, just take away the starch. So you do that, you just mix them together. Rice does not need a lot of water. It just needs steam. It's the steam that cooks the rice. So in short, just use the same quantity of water and rice. That's just it. Use the same. And cover it up. I put aluminum foil. I just cover it. And after like 15 minutes, I'll check. Give it another 5 minutes, check. like that. You just keep checking. So I don't want it to be too burnt, but you need a burnt. If it burns, then it releases this burnt flavor. That's how we get our party jollof, right? So you keep checking if it's okay. I just use my stick. This don't use spoon. We use this wooden stick. Is it wooden spatula? What's it called? I've had this one for more than 10 years, more than 15 years. I've had that spatula. It's been with me for a while. So I'm going to do another thing. Like I told you, I'm cooking for 34. So I do many things at once. This is going to be stew for fish. I'm going to make baked fish, but this is going to be stew for that fish. So I'm adding onion, a lot of as much onion as I can. I'm going to add my curry powder. Just let it simmer. That's all. And some little time. Then I had this is the rice. Okay, when the rice was done, I forgot to keep some tomatoes, but I had some green ones, so I just put the onion, add the remaining sauce I took out the other time, like I told you, right? So I just took that out, and so now you have more tomato sauce, right? It makes it more ready in case it's burnt. You have a lot of burnt, yeah. So you have something extra to turn it with, then it will look more richer. So our jollof rice is right there, right there, right there. I've never eaten unripe tomato before. So this, I went back to my stew, added, tomatoes I blended, tomato, pepper, garlic, ginger, bell pepper. Just add it to, you always boil, right? We boil it to this dry, then you add it. Just put that. Then I'm going to add in my seasoning. And I'm done. People do a lot. Some people put a lot more. I'm just doing salt and seasoning, and that's it. You see, it's ready, just like that. And just cook it until it's ready. When you do a lot of cooking, everywhere is messed up. You understand? So just let it cook. I'm just gonna let it fry a bit, and I'm done. The stew for the fish. You don't have to do stew, but because I'm gonna give this, I was preparing this for some of. I was gonna give it out. So I needed to make. If it's just me, I might not make this stew, but because it's for special people, I have to do that. That's my stew ready. Put it down. Then the rice, checked it. You take out the bay leaves, okay? You take out the bay leaves once you're done. This is just multitasking. This day is my 31st, I do a lot of multitasking because I cook multiple things. Like I told you, I don't know if I said it at the beginning, I can't remember. We always have a 40-day fast in my church towards the end of the year, from November 22 to December 31st. We fast for 40 days. So for your 40-day fast, you start from 12 p.m. in the night. You don't eat until 6 p.m. the next day. So that's 18 hours. For 18 hours, you don't eat nothing. Then you break by 6 p.m. Right. So this was for the fish. I was making the marinade for the fish, chili, habanero, like I said, garlic, ginger. So like I was saying, you don't eat for 18 hours. Then you have from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. to eat again. So you have 6 hours to eat whatever you want to do. Then you continue the next day, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Then you eat 6 to 12 p.m. So that's the way I do it. A lot of people are like, how do you maintain your weight? That's the way I meant, because we do a lot of fastings. I live a fasted life, really. We do a lot of fastings. Like the first week of every month, we fast Monday to Fridays. Then we have a video. Then the last week of every month, we fast from Monday to Friday. Then we end it with a vigil at church. So in short, in a year, for most part of the year, more than half of the year, you're fasting. That's just it. So because we have 40 days, then the Redeemed Christian Church of God, they used to have the 60-day fast. So we've done 40 days, then we join 60 days. So that means from November 22nd till till February ending, you're fasting from November to February. That's 100 days fast. But sometimes you can give yourself a break. Like during 31st, normally I break for a week. a week. But this year now I did 40 days, then I break for 2 weeks. I ate every day for 2 weeks. I ate my normal breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? I ate. So then, because this year, this for 2025, the Redeemed Christian Church of God was fast. We're going to be fasting for 100 days. So I broke for 2 weeks, then I started the 100-day fast. So the 100 days fast, so we are fasting for the next 100 days. 3 months, no, it's 3.5 months or more than that. Anyways, I'm not counting it. 30, 60, 90, 120. So it's like 3 months and some more days. So that will be 100. So that will be this year plus the 100 days. And we're going to do the 40 days in November. Then the first week of the month, last week of the month, we're going to fast. So this year, the fasting is going to be much. So in short, I'm not a gym person. I don't gym. I love to dance. Okay. Because I sing. So when I sing, I lead worship, I lead praise. So I tend to dance a lot when I do that. So that's part of my exercise. Indoors, I dance by myself when I dance to God, just dance to praise and worship God. That's my exercise. Then adding we fast, like I tell you, 18 hours. There are sometimes I feel so weak. But during the 40 days, I do it 12 to 6. I don't stop. But these 100 days, there are some days I've stopped by 3 p.m. because I just started I wasn't feeling good, feeling sick. So I had to break the fast by 3 p.m. So that would mean I stopped, that was 15 hours. So I fasted for 15 hours. If you break by 3, that's 15 hours. If you break by 12, like 12 p.m. to 12 noon, that means you fasted for 12 hours. But the one we always prefer is this 18 hours, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So this was the fish after I paired it with roasted plantain and beans. You will see my beans and corn recipe over there. We do that. The fish was saying, no, I am not cutting. I am not cutting. But yeah. So if you see me do a lot of food like this is just because we do a lot of fasting. Most of this food is going into the freezer, and it's just so that whenever we break in the evening, we'll have something. But this was after the 31st, right? So for the next 10 days, I wasn't going to have to cook a lot. You only boil rice or fry eggs, something like that. So this was the yam we used for pounded yam. Like I said, the 31st, I made egusi earlier. So this is the first. This video is actually on the first because you pound the yam on the first. We can't pound it. We don't have a mortar here. So this yam is actually called Ghana yam. They said the yam is from Ghana, where my husband went to buy. And I've never tried Ghana yam before. But this yam, oh my goodness. Because we bought yams that when you cut it, it's already spoiled inside. This yam was so nice. I just cut off the body, chop it into pieces you want. It needed a lot of water. You know the kind of yam that you eat and you be drinking water. For the rest of that day, you will not be able to eat anything. This is that kind of yam. They said it was Ghana yam and I liked it. It was awesome. It was good yam. So I just cut, chop. I've not used it before. This was like the first time I'm ever buying Ghana yam. And I think I'm going to buy it again. This yam is awesome. But you need a lot of water. I didn't use it because I saw it needed a lot of water. I didn't use it for what's it called? Pottage yam, or is it porridge yam or pottage yam? Some people say pottage, some people say it's porridge. So you rinse the yam over and over until you're satisfied. You keep rinsing until you're satisfied. Then I added it to the pot, just a pot of water. Then you boil it. Okay, yeah, you keep checking, just make sure it's boiled. When you test it with your fork and you see it's like beginning to come apart, then I switch off I take it off the heat. Then I took my blender. So I'm gonna blend it in this blender. That's how I'm gonna get my pounded yam. Add some water. This is Ninja. It's the Ninja. This Ninja Professional. So I'm just gonna add water. You can see that it's really pounded yam. You see, you keep adding water. I kept stopping, adding more water. Even with the water I added, if you leave it to get cold, once it gets cold, it was so tough. So I keep checking. if you know, so and you add more water. If you see the elasticity, no, this is the best. This Ghana yam, you see that I kept adding water until I was satisfied. Then you put it in cling wrap, portion. Um, you see, nobody could even finish one portion. It was that much. Like the yam needs a lot of water. You eat it. And then for the rest of that day, I did after I ate this pounded yam, I just respected myself. It was only that fish. That fish I showed earlier on, the fish and plantain, that was what I was able to eat later on at night. I couldn't eat anything anymore after this pounded yam. So you just put it in a wrap. Yeah, I didn't wrap this very well. Normally you make it look very beautiful. But honestly, at this point in time, people were telling me they were hungry. Oh, they were hungry. They were hungry. Be fast. You're wasting time. So this was me being fast, making everything fast, and that's a pounded yam right there. So that's egusi stew. I did okra stew too. I didn't show the okra. I did the okra maybe on the 29th. I already cooked it on the 29th. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Time to go. Time to go. Egusi on point. You see this little madam here. Oh my god, I was shocked she ate everything on her plate. And we said it's time to cheers, man. Let's cheers to some. It's a new year, right? Let's do some. We got the Welsh wine. It's just a fruit wine, okay. So we two can belong. We can be belonging. So we poured out the wine in the cup and we did some cheers. Happy New Year. I don't know. I like to cook for my loved ones. It's what gives me joy. I love to see them happy. And we cheers. I don't know. We just kept going back and forth. Cheers. Cheers. We've done it over and over. It was just so funny. Let's cheers. Okay, so this was the night time, right? We had to go eat the fishy. This was the baked fish, and that stew I talked about, beans and corn, plantain. This was not one person, it was two of us that ate this, okay? Because I told you that pounded yam was a lot. But I just didn't want to eat pounded yam only for that day. I wanted to eat something else because that was all we ate for the day. Pounded yam and this at night. This healthy option. So this is another stuff. Put your ginger, garlic. This was for pepper soup. That's pepper soup. I don't have pepper soup material again. That was all I had left. So I'll blend this and I'll add it to the pot. Then you get your blended peppers to blend your pepper, everything, add to your water. Okay, I think I didn't blend pepper. I used grounded pepper. Yeah, I think I used dry because this particular one was so spicy. It was dried grounded pepper. I added it to it. Um, you can see we like spice. We like it spicy, so we keep things spicy. So this is a pepper soup spice. I've had this pepper soup spice for 3 years now. So I just add enough as needed. And I put in some onion powder since we don't use onion anyway. Although there will be onion in the meat broth, it's already in the meat broth. I just put in my seasoning, put in my salt, right? And I like putting bitter leaf. That's dry bitter leaf. And that's my goat meat broth. All the inner meat, the meat broth. Then I had you see that tripe, they call it tripe and the tongue, tripe and tongue. I added that. Then that's my goat meat. Yeah, that's goat meat, boiled goat meat. That's already been cooked, seasoned, well seasoned. And I added the chicken. The chicken, what's it called? I pieces the chicken too, chopped up chicken. Then I added some mint leaf. That's mint or basil. I added basil and mint to it. And that's our pepper soup right there. Straight to the point. No drama. This pepper soup too is for some of my special. This was going out anyways. I did not even taste this pepper spray. I don't know what it tasted like. So like I said, we were fasting when I cooked it. So it just went out. Only one person in this house tasted it. And they said it was okay. So I was just trying to plate it to just show you what it looks like. So that was the one the person took. And that's it. Happy New Year. That was all I did.